everybody. Today I am going to actually be putting, possibly, we'll see how it goes, a page together for Creative Whispers, which is kind of a game of telephone but with art. I saw it on Willow Wanders page and I decided to participate just because it seemed like kind of a fun little challenge. The premise of it is that someone comes up with a prompt. In this case, it was a supply that they don't tell, but they don't tell you what the supply is. They make a page and then someone else sees the prompt and tries to guess what the word was, and they do their interpretation, and then that video from the second person is watched by the third person and they do the same thing, and then it's done by a fourth person. And then tomorrow, I think they're going to release the actual word, the prompt that made the first art piece. So we were all, viewers were invited to play along, and so this is my version of it. I kind of prepped the page ahead of time, made a little pocket, put some different paint, stamping, watercolors onto the paper just to kind of get it layered up, and then this is what I'm going to do, I guess. I don't normally make things, usually I have a plan, more so than this when I do my art, because I don't have, I haven't learned to edit things, just to be perfectly honest with anyone watching this. So I don't know how to, I'm going to learn, but right now I don't know how to edit videos, since I'm sort of new to this. So I don't have the ability to dry stuff and then come back to it. So that's why a lot of times I don't do my stuff live, other than if I've already got it prepped and ready. And I sort of did have this one prepped and ready. But so in the first one that was done by Lisa Young, she used quite a variety. She was the one that came up with the prompt. She used vintage photos, so I have a vintage cutout. She used watercolor flowers, and I took this out of a book and I've done a little bit of watercoloring of parts of it. She had a pocket. There was, and then she used some words. She used a little, I put this together with sort of the colors I was using, a little paint swatch. And so I kind of am throwing all of this stuff on here in hopes that I get partially right. But it's been kind of fun to come up with. Using some, these are torn pieces of, I used some string on my jelly, and this is, I think, the ghost print of it, just to add a little bit of color to the page in the green. So that one is stuck on there. See, I'm just going to use it as kind of highlighted. And I was going to put these ladies here with the green. But I was just trying to figure out where everything went. I'm kind of new to collaging at all, so I'm not very confident. And and I need to get more confident and learn how to edit videos so that I can do these videos where I can dry the stuff in between, because I don't want, okay, stop it, glue thing, because I don't want to, so my plan is to kind of do something like this. And this is why I prepped ahead of time. And this is going to be on here. So I like that torn part, but I feel like I can't see the swatches. Maybe I just rough up this a little without tearing it. I just don't want it to look so straight and perfect. I know it's very white, but so it's going to go kind of like that. And then I have a few words and such. And I thought this was funny because it says telephone, and that's kind of what this is like the art collage version of telephone. And then I just have a few fun little things I was going to put in the pockets. And so this is kind of my plan. Just like that. And now I just need to glue stuff down. Just wanted to check how it looked. Plus I was trying to let those things dry because I don't want all of this stuff going damp. But I guess really I should be using the medium to put these things down? I don't know. I'm just going to put these in the middle so that I can put stuff underneath it as I go. And then I'll glue the sides down. Because like this one, I want there. Anyway, this is my interpretation of Lisa Young's original prompt. Tomorrow she'll release what the prompt was. There were a few things I didn't put on here that she did, like I don't have any vintage. I was telling myself probably what the prompt was the vintage paperclip that she used, which I do not have any of, so I cannot use any of those. But that would be the way things went, is that would be the, I don't know, everybody was guessing vintage photo. I thought maybe it was the pockets, because it just seemed too easy for it to be the vintage photo, because she used two of those. I don't know. I could be wrong, though. But I think, like, if I was doing it, I think I would use sort of like the smallest thing and then have everybody confused. But that's just, apparently I'm not a nice person, though. I don't know. So I am looking forward to seeing what her original word was, like what started her page. And I'm hoping to do the next prompt. They've already started their videos. Like I saw that Willa Wanda has her video on for the July one, but they aren't showing the other ones yet. So I don't know whether I should gauge mine off of just the one that Willa Wanders puts down, because that would make it even harder. Because she's the third person, I believe, in the new one. Although I think she was third in this last one too. Or if I should wait a few more days and see what the other three artists also put up. I feel like this is crooked. Are you crooked? Yeah, I had really wanted to put this butterfly, but the color is off. It's more reddish. But there is my interpretation. Is everything down? I'm not going to put those down, but it's in my little art book. I feel like I should maybe put some of this down with matte medium. Just a little bit. Of course, now the blue is going to go everywhere. Yes, nice. That's fine. Well, it's a little more, but I'm not going to do it on this side because these stuck down. I just was a little bit concerned about this sticking up. I don't think I let the paint swatch dry enough, but that's okay. Well, it's a little bit of layering. Do I need some, I feel like I need some black splatter on there. I know that's not, I know she didn't have any on there, but I feel like my page needs a little. So I'm going to use a little bit of this ink. I feel like it's too pale. And then let me grab I don't want any on, let's have someone do this. I don't want any on them right there. Or that word. It always looks funny when they go on the words and then block half the word. And here's why I do not do live things. I think I need to dunk it more in there. But I don't want to do too much because there we go. just wanted, because of the black over here, I think it needed a little bit more. Yeah. I need to remember that the ink thing was open. I couldn't do stuff like that. Sorry, I was trying to find my... Oh, there they are. I really need to clean off my desk. My tweezers so I don't get... There, okay. Anyway, that's my interpretation. Thanks for joining me. Have a great Saturday. Hope you get lots of crafting in today. Thanks.